As we enter 2024, some American cities are facing serious turmoil, and knowing which ones can help you protect your financial future. Picture investing your hard-earned money in a place that's on the verge of collapse. It's not just about relocating, it's about making savvy choices that will shape your life for years to come. Ready to find out which cities to steer clear of? Here are 7 cities you should avoid and the reasons behind the looming disaster. But wait, before we dive fully into this, take 2 seconds and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on our future amazing content. And hit the like button. 7 cities that will collapse in 2024. Get out while you can. 1. Boston, Massachusetts. Boston has long stood as a symbol of American history and intellectual prowess, a city where cobblestone streets meet cutting-edge technology. Yet beneath its picturesque skyline lies a stark reality that's challenging its residents. Imagine walking through historic neighborhoods where the whispers of revolution linger in the air, only to be jolted back to reality by the staggering cost of living. The average home price has soared to around $765,000, and it's not uncommon to see listings for million-dollar properties that seem to mock the average buyer's budget. This exorbitant cost leaves many grappling with the harsh truth that the American dream feels increasingly out of reach. Picture families crammed into smaller apartments, sacrificing space for the sake of staying in a city they love. The struggle is real. As living costs surge, wages are stagnating, increasing by a meager 2% annually, barely keeping pace with inflation. It's like trying to fill a bathtub with the drain wide open. No matter how much you earn, it seems to slip away just as fast. The infrastructure, once a source of pride, is now aging and crumbling. Picture yourself waiting for a train that's late yet again, surrounded by frustrated commuters all glancing at their watches. These public transport delays disrupt daily life, making even the simplest errands feel like monumental tasks. If you're thinking about moving to or investing in Boston, consider this. Is the allure of history and innovation worth the burden of an ever-increasing cost of living? 2. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, once a vibrant tapestry of culture and commerce, is now unraveling at the seams. Imagine walking through once bustling neighborhoods that now echo with the ghosts of their former glory. Streets that used to be filled with laughter and the aroma of deep dish pizza are now shadows of their past, grappling with high crime rates and an unsettling silence. While there's been a slight decrease in homicides, the reality is stark. -130 lives were lost by mid-year, each statistic a reminder of the city's struggle for safety and stability. This climate of fear has led to an exodus of residents, with over 45,000 people leaving since 2020. Picture the empty storefronts and the abandoned homes, each telling a story of dreams deferred and lives disrupted. As major corporations like Boeing and Caterpillar pack their bags and move to greener pastures, Chicago's economic landscape grows bleaker. The city feels like a once mighty ship taking on water, with businesses abandoning ship to seek out more favorable conditions elsewhere. For those who remain, the stakes are high. The uncertainty of life in Chicago looms large, and the choice to invest in a city facing these challenges becomes increasingly fraught. If you're contemplating a move or an investment in this storied city, take a moment to consider, can Chicago rise again, or is it a gamble best avoided? 3. Washington, D.C. Even the iconic backdrop of American democracy is not shielded from the storm clouds of decline. Washington, D.C., a city often perceived as a land of opportunity and influence, is grappling with a dual crisis of soaring housing prices and political instability. Imagine the pressure of searching for a home in a city where the median price has skyrocketed to $700,000. Each open house feels like a competition, where you're left feeling outbid and overwhelmed, your dreams of homeownership slipping through your fingers. The political landscape adds another layer of complexity. Frequent government shutdowns create a palpable atmosphere of uncertainty that sends ripples through the economy. Picture the anxiety of workers who find their jobs in limbo, unsure of when they'll receive their next paycheck. In 2023 alone, over 10,000 residents packed their bags and left for nearby states like Maryland and Virginia, drawn by lower living costs and a more stable environment. As the city's charm fades, it's crucial to ask yourself, is DC still the promising haven it once was, or is it a precarious gamble for those looking to build a future? If you're considering a move to the capital, it may be time to rethink your options and seek more stable ground elsewhere. 4. Seattle, Washington. Seattle, the Emerald City, is often painted as a tech utopia, a place where innovation and natural beauty collide. Yet beneath this picturesque surface lies a troubling reality. Imagine standing on the shores of Lake Washington, gazing at the majestic peaks of the Cascades, but as you turn your gaze to the city itself, the sparkle fades. Seattle's living costs are a staggering 52% higher than the national average, making it a place where dreams can quickly become burdens. Picture yourself searching for a cozy apartment, envisioning weekend brunches in trendy neighborhoods, only to find that the average monthly rent is an astonishing $2,227. For many, this isn't just an inconvenience. It's a harsh reality that forces families to make tough decisions, often sacrificing quality of life for financial survival. The vibrant culture and bustling tech scene that once lured so many are now overshadowed by the weight of high living expenses. Adding to this complexity is the city's notorious traffic congestion. Picture yourself navigating the highways and streets, only to find yourself stuck in endless gridlock. Residents spend an average of 55 hours a year in traffic, feeling their patience wear thin as they inch along the road. The frustration is palpable, the dream of a quick commute fading into the distance with each brake light that flashes ahead. This combination of high costs and mounting frustration has led over 25,000 people to leave Seattle in 2023 alone, a clear signal that the city is facing significant challenges. If you're contemplating investing here, consider the long-term prospects carefully. Will you be just another transient in a city that seems to be losing its charm? Oh, and by the way, I know you're liking this video already. Go ahead right now and show me some love by hitting the like button. Done? All right, let's continue. 5. San Francisco, California. San Francisco has long stood as a beacon of innovation and opportunity, a city where the tech elite mingles with artists, and the scent of sourdough bread wafts through the air. But today, this iconic city is grappling with deep-seated issues that tarnish its golden reputation. Imagine walking through the streets of the Mission District, where colorful murals tell stories of resilience, yet stark contrasts emerge as you encounter the harsh reality of over 8,300 people experiencing homelessness. In just 1 year, this number has surged by 7%, casting a shadow over the vibrant atmosphere the city is known for. The housing crisis compounds this grim picture. San Francisco's real estate market, once a robust engine of wealth creation, is now volatile. Picture the thrill of finding a charming Victorian home, only to realize that the average prices have dropped by 10% over the past year. While that might sound enticing for potential buyers, the reality is that affordability remains a monumental challenge. Even as prices decline, the dream of homeownership feels like an unattainable fantasy for many residents. Between 2020 and 2023, nearly 100,000 residents left San Francisco, seeking solace in more affordable places. It's not just a shift in location, it's a migration away from a city that feels increasingly unsafe and unsustainable. Families and young professionals alike are abandoning the city in search of better opportunities, stability, and a lifestyle that doesn't constantly feel like a financial tightrope. If you're searching for a place to invest, take a hard look at San Francisco's shifting landscape. Can a city steeped in such rich history and innovation weather the storm of economic hardship and social crisis? The answers might not align with your hopes for a stable investment, urging you to reconsider your options before taking the plunge. 6. New York City, New York. New York City, often referred to as the city that never sleeps, is starting to show signs of fatigue. Imagine walking down Fifth Avenue, surrounded by iconic skyscrapers that have witnessed the dreams and aspirations of countless souls. The hustle and bustle of life in the Big Apple, with its street performers and food vendors, paints a vibrant picture. Yet, beneath this dynamic exterior lies a growing tension. Residents face some of the highest taxes in the nation, with income tax rates soaring as high as 10.9%. Picture this. You're earning a decent paycheck, but when tax season rolls around, you're left wondering where your hard-earned money went. This financial burden creates a heavy weight on the shoulders of many New Yorkers who feel the pinch of rising costs at every turn. Couple that with a cost of living that is a staggering 87% higher than the national average, and it's clear why many are feeling trapped. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment can easily exceed $3,000, and even the simplest pleasures, dining out or catching a Broadway show, can feel like luxuries rather than staples. The vibrant nightlife and cultural experiences that once drew people in are now overshadowed by the constant worry about financial stability. In 2023 alone, over 300,000 people left the city, seeking refuge in more affordable locales. Each one of those departures tells a story. Families moving to suburban neighborhoods, artists looking for cheaper studio space, young professionals finding greener pastures. The allure of New York City is undeniable, but the reality is forcing many to reconsider their place in this concrete jungle. If you're thinking about investing in this iconic city, remember that what once felt like an endless opportunity may now come with a hefty price tag and considerable risk. 7. Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles, the land of sun-soaked beaches and glittering dreams, is experiencing a reality check. Imagine cruising down the Pacific Coast Highway, the ocean breeze in your hair, and palm trees swaying in the sunlight. This idyllic scene, however, is becoming increasingly clouded by the harsh realities of high living costs and social challenges. With a median home price now surpassing $800,000, the dream of owning a home feels more like a mirage for many residents. For those working in creative fields, where salaries often don't keep pace with soaring real estate prices, the struggle is palpable. Picture yourself dreaming of a cozy bungalow in a vibrant neighborhood, only to realize that the price tag is far beyond your reach. The idea of living in LA can feel less like a goal and more like a distant fantasy. Compounding this issue is the growing crisis of homelessness. Over 60,000 individuals now find themselves living on the streets, their struggles hidden beneath the surface of the glamorous lifestyle, often portrayed in Hollywood. It's heart-wrenching to witness people living in tents along the sidewalks, a stark contrast to the luxury condos that dominate the skyline. This growing crisis creates a sense of unease for residents who once felt safe navigating their neighborhoods. Traffic congestion adds to the frustrations of daily life in Los Angeles, where residents spend an average of 119 hours a year stuck in gridlock. Imagine being late for work, trapped in your car, and watching precious minutes slip away while you're surrounded by a sea of brake lights. The dream of living in LA is becoming a daily grind, overshadowed by the realities of navigating both the roads and the socioeconomic challenges that persist. For those contemplating a move to Los Angeles, it's essential to consider whether the allure of the city can outweigh these pressing concerns. The land of dreams is facing its own set of harsh realities, and it's crucial to weigh your options carefully before diving in. In conclusion, these 7 cities are all facing significant challenges in 2024, from rising costs to declining populations. If you're thinking about investing or moving, it's essential to weigh the risks carefully. Making an informed decision today can safeguard your future. Do you think other cities deserve to be on this list? Let us have your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for joining us. If you found this information enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content about cities and cultures from around the world.